I love LA, huh? Okay, so the thumbnail is artist Susan. I couldn't get the whole picture in, but you got my drift that I'm more free. Are you a little hurt and a lot more free? Or are you a lot hurt and a little free? If you are a lot hurt and a little free, you need to snap out of it and move forward. If you're just a little hurt and a lot more free, then you've made a lot of progress. You're only human. You're going to feel, but we need to get rid of that little hurt too. Okay? So I have no more hurt. I am totally free. And we are going to dive right into this. The shorts yesterday was the time is now. So you answer that question for yourself. You figure out where you are. But if you have healed and you are not hurt at all, that's great, because that's where I'm on, the highest timeline. And the time is now for your next adventure, which mine would be having my mission partner and finishing the mission. Okay, whether it's a twin or just a mission partner, soul contract is soul contract. We also had the Ace of Cups with the shorts from yesterday with the song from Max McCain, or Max McNown, A Lot More Free. They play that all the time for me, so I have to do a reading again on it. Ace of Cups energy, and we had the Seven of Pentacles energy with it. Not sure where that card went. So today what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the Two of Swords, the unknowing, the choice to make, taking off that blindfold, getting out of stalemate, crossing your crossroads. Choose the best path, but action is required now. So the time is now to make that decision if you haven't. Now, the energy I'm feeling is just like kind of like a cleanup energy. And what I mean by a cleanup energy is most of us have, okay, remember the analogy where you're all walking over the bridge. Some are over the bridge and on land, some are on the bridge, some are in the background. Okay, so the ones in the background have now made it to the middle and to the land. So now it's cleanup time. And what that means is anything that we left in the trail, we need to clean it up, because we are just that way, right? We want to have a clean path. So it's cleanup time. The time is now. So whoever has not made that decision, whoever has not took off the blindfold, whoever did not follow the highest timeline, you're kind of just there. And they're like giving you like the last second. It's kind of like the parable where the door shuts and then the people are knocking outside saying, hey, how come you're not letting me in? And the master says, well, the door's closed. You had all the time that you were supposed to get and you didn't do anything. And then they're like, well, let us in, you know. And he's like, no, the door is shut. So that's kind of where you're at. Whether the door is shut on you, I don't know. I'm afraid it is for a few of you. Ace of Cups, we're getting a new everything. We're going into our oneness instead of duality mode. We have our heart wide open. We're filled with love. We're filled with creativity. We're filled with bliss. A lot of us are writing songs, making music. I made my own cards. I made my own book. Pretty much you just do your own thing. It's no longer, I'm going to have to purchase this. It's first, can I do it myself? Do I have to delegate out? Do I have to hire out? Can I do this myself and just be unique and just be me? Can I do that? That's the kind of energy it is. Okay, so with that being said, that's the thumbnail. That's the shorts from yesterday. If you didn't get to watch it, it had over 1,000 views, which is probably one of my highest. So it's only 15 seconds long, too. I think you all have 15 seconds to watch a short. And you may want to Google the lyrics. You may want to check out the song. Randomly at the bottom of the deck is Forbidden Knowledge. So that's what's happening right now, and I'm sure you guys can feel it. It's really happening. I'm getting very, very spidey sensed enhancements, definitely. Our DNA is being activated with all this solar energy. And even in the video with the lights, this is just regular lights from the kitchen. This isn't even my special lighting. And look at it. It's just everywhere. It's just shiny, shiny, shiny. The lights and the sun, everything's just going crazy, enhancing us. So pretty soon, a lot of us won't even be doing our channels. And Ishmael had mentioned that he's going to retire as in YouTube, and we'll be doing everything live in person with our Justice League. And that's the truth. You know, you won't need no energy reader telling you the energy of the day when you have superpowers. So I'm going to take advantage all I can of the time with you all. And some of you, most of you are in Astro with me at night. You just don't remember. And that will stay the same. And we're on all dimensions together. But this little group here won't be. It won't be. You won't be watching tarot readers. You won't be watching energy readers. You won't be watching healers. You won't be going to churches. You won't be doing any of this stuff. It's all going to be past. That's why Shinedown 365 is so important too, because I've been pumping that lately, because that's been the energy. Where are we going to be in a year? It ain't going to be here. And I really believe that. Okay? So we've got chosen royal blood and divine ancestry is the overall energy. So just what I was saying, you know, we are the royal blood. We are the chosen. We are the ones that got through that door. But underneath that is the only thing that we have a target on our back. We have spy energy, and we have demonic spirits watching us. But everybody's watching everybody, okay? As I've told you before, there's so many spaceships in the sky cloaked, and everybody is being monitored by everybody. The only thing we have to be careful with is that these two cards, okay? Monitoring spirits. Why are they monitoring? Because you're royal blood. You're chosen, okay? So right now there's an awkward silence going on. A lot of you are in hermit mode, and you want to come out. You want your divine opportunity. You want to come out. But there's this awkward silence right now. It's a soft energy. It's a clearing, picking up whatever is left behind, the wrapper we dropped, our blankets that we laid on, we pick them up, we fold them up, and we're all across the bridge now. We're all onto that highest timeline. The people that are not on the highest timeline, that stayed behind, we just leave them behind. Okay, we don't go back and try to coax them in. Okay, so imagine the analogy of walking. You're over the bridge, now you're on the land. Okay, we're waiting for that divine opportunity now. We're in the land of milk and honey, right? And there's this awkward silence going on. A lot of us are waiting for that reunion of the mission partner or the twin flame. So it's kind of like Ivan Tower was, Ivan Tower. Ivan Tower. There's his new name. Ivan Teller. Ivan Teller was talking just earlier on his latest question and answer, and he was talking about a girl asked about her car. And I think she had to get rid of it, or she was talking about the energy of her car, right? And he said, yeah, that was your white horse in the past. And I just thought that was so funny because I've talked to you guys about how I was in Astro and they said, Miss Mystic, he's not going to come in a white horse. He's probably going to come in a white Mustang or a white Pinto or a white Vega or a white Dodge Ram, right? Or he's going to come in something that signifies a horse is a car, right? A Ram is not a horse. A Pinto, right? A Vega, maybe, yeah. A Mustang, whatever. And they laughed and they said, because you keep saying he's coming in on a white horse. Well, he could, but, you know, it's probably a car. Okay, so you're waiting for that divine love. And yeah, it doesn't have to be a Mustang. It can be a Pinto. Okay, so on the outside looking in, that's kind of how like you feel like you're looking in, like we've crossed over the bridge, we're on the land, and we're just kind of looking into where are we going, what are we doing, right? Okay, so that's all good. We've got Judgment and the Eight of Wands. So judgment self, okay? Judgment self is what I said. And you hear I'm repeating myself a lot in this video. So self-realization, not repeating mistakes again, so it'd be lessons learned, glorious unveiling, judgment energy. God sees all, the spaceships see all, know thyself, because karma is being given. So let God be God, and let God hand out the judgment. And communication is coming in quickly. You're very emotional, so keep your vibes high. Now that makes sense, right? We've been through the fire. We're spiritual warriors. And the dark feminine now is in reverse. So maybe some of you, since my last prediction of the dark feminine in your energy, got rid of it because you want the privileged lady and you want to finish your earth mission. So you want the privileged lady, she's an upright, and you want to finish your earth mission. Love potions in reverse too. So we've had these cards before. The masks are off, okay, and they're in reverse. So that's just telling me that you guys are opening your eyes. You're doing something. You're listening. You're getting rid of the toxicity. You're balancing out yourself so that you can receive your divine opportunity, which is divine love, okay? It's definitely your soul contract that we're playing out, okay? Now, you've been hearing a lot about soul contracts because I told you guys that we had to rewrite them because everybody didn't do what they were supposed to do. It's kind of like this. It's kind of like you got a team, right? A football team, and you're all talking about how you're going to do this and you're going to do that. I'm going to throw it to you and you're going to throw it to him, and then he's going to run there, right? We get out on the field, and I throw it to you, and you can't even catch the ball, okay? So we never do get to the second throw or the run because you didn't catch the ball. So we've got to rewrite the next play, don't we? Same as your soul contract. Same as your soul contract. 3 of Cups just showed itself, and that was a 3-person play. Me to him to him, and then he's going to run it in, right? So somebody dropped the ball. And I mean literally dropped the ball. Now we can rewrite our soul contracts as much as we need to, because same with a football game, we can kick people out, we can fire people, we can hire people, right? We want to win, and we have won. In the end, we're just bringing it in, right? You're hearing that a lot. Everything I'm saying, you're hearing on other channels. So this isn't anything new. I'm just here to remind you of the energy. That's it. Unlimited possibilities. Unlimited possibilities. Keep manifesting. And then the lovers. High-ranking love, twin flame, halves of the same whole. Okay? So cut an apple in half. Okay? Apple. Favorite. Granny Green, right? There. Cut an apple in half. See that? Two halves of the same whole. Two separate soul contracts, two separate lives, but they're of the same whole. Okay? That's a twin flame. Now, soulmates. I eat lots of sugar. Soulmates. Not the same whole. See, they're both individually wrapped, but they have the same exact personalities. They like the same music. They like the same cars. They like the same tarot channels. Okay? They both are very much alike. But they're not twin flames. They're not the same. They're not one whole separated. They're both individually wrapped and maybe even made from different batter, but they have the same goal, the same stripes, the same likes. Okay? That's the difference between mission partner, soulmate, twin flame. Now, if we just get our soulmate, our mission partner right now, that's okay. It's a high-ranking love, all right? But if we get our twin flame, we get half of the same. So the lover's energy is here. But you have to be in your hermit energy, and you have to go within. And why does it say shield yourself? Because I told you about they, them, the dark, the people on the side, all these people here in the bowl that want to come get you, dried strawberries, right? They all want to come. They're just little. They're not going to be able to. Look at that little guy compared to him. Squash. Squash. They're not going to be able to get them because they're just little minions. But they're all going to try. Woohoo! They're all going to try to get them, right? See? So you have a weird analogy here today, but that's what you got, okay? Six of Swords, you want to move on. Okay? You want to move on. So back to the Hermit. Take time making your decision and lean on the angels and go within in solitude. Now that you're on that new land and you're looking into your new chapter, take it easy. Go within. But you're moving on. You're in transition. Help is arriving at the perfect time. Yesterday, we had that exact same message when I said it got real quiet on the busy street. And then one car came by. And I said, help is coming in at the perfect time. Will it be your mission partner, your individually wrapped, separate, but the same kind of mission partner? Or will it be your twin flame? Half of the whole. Okay? So, It's the rite of passage and it's supported. So whichever one it is, it will be. And back to the soul contract, okay? Because I want to wrap this up. All the time, people, even your twin, even the other part of your apple, you got to remember they have their own, they're one whole, but they're separated. So own decisions, free will, right? Free will, right? Individually wrapped. Sometimes we have to rewrite our soul contract. And then I want to show you this. This says grow. It's a brownie. It says grow. This says sprout. And this says bloom. Now, this is really important because I said the Three of Cups wanted to show itself. And I have 3 brownies yelling at me saying, show me. First you have to grow. Then you have to sprout. And then you have to bloom. Now, we're all at different timelines. Some of you are in growing, some of you are sprouting, and some of you, like me, are blooming. Okay? So it depends where you're at on your timeline. But you've all made it past where you needed to go. The only thing that can happen is we have to keep rearranging our soul contract because of free will. So stay in the day, stay in the moment. And we'll pick one more here. We've got, after the Hermit, 6 of Swords, and the Lovers, we have unlimited possibilities, manifest, but don't be ignorant and lack information. So there your warning is, okay, to make sure you have the knowledge you need to move forward before rushing in. And use your Hierophant energy. You know the Hierophant is the most powerful spiritual card I can pull. It's all 4 kings, all 4 queens. It's newness. Now I said new less. Okay? So less of the new and more of the now is what I heard. Learned lessons, top of the game. Top of the game. And you're at your turning point. The Wheel of Fortune and the world mission. Okay, the world mission, you're at your turning point in the world mission. 10s are end, most powerful spiritual card is the Hierophant, the most powerful card is the world mission. So it's leading you exactly right into your world mission. Changes are going to happen continually. You have to have that interconnectedness and stay in the mystery and the magistry. It's your fate. It's divine. It's your hope. It's your guidance. And stay in your Empress energy. You're in Empress energy. Take your power and use it. Miss Mystic says, take your power and use it. And then finally, believe and trust in yourself. Grow, sprout, and bloom. Where are you there? So I asked you 2 questions. One is the thumbnail. Are you a little hurt and a lot more free? Or are you a lot hurt and a little free? Are you in the growing, the sprouting, or the blooming? It's all the same timeline, 3 different levels. Okay, I am Miss Mystic. Believe and trust in yourself will be the final message. I love you. Use your Hierophant and Empress energy. Thank you for listening.